Thousands of travelers are up in the air as Air Canada continues to prepare for a possible pilot strike as soon as this weekend. And a lot of people have taken to social media to actually vent their frustrations. One example, my 70-year-old parents are taking a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Europe. This is their last chance to do this because of my mom's health. Can you at least pretend that you care about your customers?
So, this is what we're hearing. Travel expert Claire Newell joins us from Vancouver this morning. As we just read, frustrations are at a boiling point. Claire, what do Air Canada customers need to know?
Well, I can attest that that is just one of literally hundreds of stories that have shown up in my inbox. People are frustrated, and people need to know a couple of things. I am seeing people caught on a couple of points. First of all, Air Canada Express is not affected, and any code share flights are not affected as long as you are not on Air Canada flights. So you might have an Air Canada flight number, but you might be on one of the Star Alliance partners, United or Lufthansa. The goodwill policy that you and I chatted about weeks ago came into effect on August the 27th, and what we're seeing is more and more people actually taking advantage of it. The time frame where you can change flights is between September the 15th and September 23rd, and we're seeing people actually do this now because they may need to get somewhere, whether it's important meetings or weddings or the stories that I've heard of people trying to get to cruises and tours. So what that means is that people can go into their Air Canada file either by going to aircanada.com/action or their app that's on their mobile device and see what options are available. If you've got a fully refundable fare, we're seeing a lot of people just take advantage of that, get the refund. But there are a lot of people who have non-refundable fares, and those people have a couple of choices. They can either fly before the date of September 15th or after September the 23rd, if they have that flexibility. If they can't, we're seeing some people take a credit and then book a flight on their own at their own expense and then leave that credit to be used later. A lot of people can't do that. They really have no choice. They have to fly during those times, and they also don't have money on their credit card to be able to buy a fully refundable fare as a plan B. And those people will have to wait to see what happens if a lockout or a strike is actually announced, and then they'll be notified by Air Canada. And at that time, if their flight's affected, they will get a full refund. But this is a terrible situation. I'm kind of calling it limbo hell for literally tens of thousands of people right now.
And can you quantify for us, Claire, just the impact that this would have on travelers and customers right around the world if Air Canada comes to a grinding halt?
The numbers are staggering. It's 110,000 people a day that typically fly on Air Canada. There are 670 flights a day. People that are going to be all over the world. They fly to 47 countries on 6 continents. So the scale of this would be massive, not just with people, but also with cargo. And I know that Air Canada is going to try and protect passengers, but there will be a priority. They will look for people who are actually in destination, so mid-travel. They'll also be looking for people with mobility issues, unaccompanied minors. So I do encourage people to use technology to check their options rather than trying to call through. The lines will be jammed should something happen on as early as September the 15th.
All right, good advice. Thank you, Claire. Thanks for the update.